Hi there, signs of Leo. This is Kim here to do a reading for you guys. This is going to be your next 48-hour, just like they always are, reading. And you all seem to like the archetype deck every time I use it. There's some signs that don't really like oracles as much. Leo's the one that actually does enjoy oracle, which I do too. So that works for me. It gets me a little bit more interested in reading too. I'm not just doing tarot. So this is the archetype deck, and I'm using Sacred Signs and Symbols deck also with the Epiphany deck. It's both of them are combined. And what I do here is I channel your spirit guides, your angels, your higher self, and get messages that's for your highest good. So therefore, if you're putting your energy to me and into this reading, then I'm putting it out there for you. Okay. Messages for Leo, angel, spirit guides, higher self if you'd like to join too. All right. I'm going to do it like this. Let's get 3 overall energies. It's the archetype deck. It's Kim Cran's part of her Wild Unknown. To have the healer. The healer. Oh, the eternal child. Nice. Nice. Apocalypsis. Apocalypsis. Ooh, the Bardo. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see. So immediately when healer comes out, I'm wanting to say that there are some healing abilities partially tapped into, so meaning that you have already been learning about the abilities to, 1, heal yourself, 2, eat really good, right? Eat right. So healing yourself comes first, and maybe we're wrapping up a really hard chapter when it comes to healing and healing ourselves. The 3-headed snake. It's kind of like giving me, well, of course it's giving us the Trinity, right? But also it's giving off past, present, future, and death and rebirth, and all of it being intertwined, even though they feel like different parts of us, like different times, they're actually all happening here at this same time. So past, present, future, all happening, meaning you can heal things from that. Now I guess that would be a belief system with you, if it's part of how I feel, is that we can heal things in the past as far as how we react emotionally to them. Okay, we can change that, how we react, so that we don't quickly react on sheer emotion, because that probably hasn't proved to really help the situation much in our lives, right? The eternal child is your inner child. And it's probably healing a lot of this energy. Look, there's something that is going to be completely lined up. It's part of your destiny or fate or fortune, you could say. It's the planetary alignment that I'm talking about on the 24th. There's actually 5 planets, but now they consider the moon and the sun a planet too. So it's really 7 planets. So I feel like the planets are going to be aligned for you to accomplish a really hard feat. Not just for you, but for really every sign. I think, you know, there's no other real predictions with that. Nothing necessarily too significant, except for, you know, when something happens perfectly or is destined or is fated, people will say, yeah, the planets aligned. The planets were aligned for this. So it's divine time for healing. And I would say the sacral area is good. Your money making area, your creative, your inspirational ideas and things like that. That's going to really take off. That's going to really take off. So creativity, bursts of creativity, maybe increase in money too. You're in between. You're in between a time where things originally looked very dark and bleak, but then the light starts shining through, right? And when the light shines through, sometimes there's what we call having to suffer because of having to look at some of these dark areas that we really didn't even consider. We didn't know either that they existed, or this is stuff being revealed slowly by slowly. Now, I think personally that it reveals some things that were in the shadows only to let more light come in and disperse it. So really those things aren't too dark anymore once you talk about them. Right? So something's being exposed almost as if this were, oh, what's that really elegant lace? You know what I'm talking about? There's like this is a word for like elegant lace. Something's being revealed, and there could be some suffering while we hear of these things, but it's all how you choose to look at the situation. You could look at it for what it is, with more light coming in and dispersing the shadows, the dark areas. And then the Bardo is like, I feel like you're in between some kind of enlightenment and knowing, having things be revealed to you. I mean, these can be how we feel from a very young age. It can be healing stuff from a very young age, or other lifetime too. Because we're healing makes us able to go on to the next step. Yeah, because we're healing, it makes us able to go on to the next step. All right. Let's see. What else? Sacred signs and symbols and the Epiphany deck. Let's get something from here. So I don't know what's being revealed to you, but I do feel like there's, like I said, a lot of healing. The Bardo is that, we didn't talk too much on it. It can be many things. It can be like a time of, you can consider it a time of rest, reflection, or a sort of purgatory energy, like feeling like a purgatory, if that makes sense. Choosing the right path for us. Healing from heartbreak. Well, I would say that probably goes over here. Choosing the right path for us. Healing from heartbreak. The healer. Whoa. Okay, and this is really good in this position. Guilt for past action and behaviors, because it's like this makes me feel like this is kind of healing all guilt for past action or behaviors. That's part of what's healing. Being able to forgive oneself. So that might be feeling possibly worse than anything, is having to forgive ourselves might be the hardest part. Might have been the hardest part, right? All right, what does it say? You are my lifeline. I can't lose you. Change is gonna come. Hard to say goodbye. Ladder, climbing new heights to elevate. So it is some kind of like in between where we're realizing something, we're healing, and then what I'm gonna go as far as to say is that, and then we're healing others. That's kind of what I think is happening, is that your healing is like a hologram. It's gonna heal. Your healing is like a little square of the hologram. It has the whole thing in it. So your healing is gonna change everything, just like the saying, go inside and change yourself. So change the things that you want to see in the world. Be the change that you want to see in the world. I'll get it right eventually. Ready to surrender energy. Fighting to emotionally detach and not winning. So trying to detach from a situation, possibly like act like you don't care about a situation. Trying to detach, right? Okay, shall we use these cards or should we use the Hermetic Tarot? I think we should use the Hermetic Tarot. Okay, now we're going to get just some like clarifying cards for these. It's absolutely beautiful energy. I love it. It's nice energy. It's fresh. It's yeah, I like it. It's about change. Choosing the right path for us. From heartbreak. Okay, healing from heartbreak. The High Priestess on the bottom. Death in reverse. This just means that this transformation is not yet complete. You're still, still in the process. There's lots of imagery on these cards. It's kind of like being in the underworld by this card. This card looks like healing took you to a really underworld-like place where it was hard. It was hard to deal with. Maybe very, very emotional, Five of Cups. Now, this is part of the guilt for past action and behaviors, and it, in a way, I mean, it is taking responsibility in the sense that you're feeling these feelings. You're going through them. You feel the regret. You feel disappointment. You feel a loss of some sort, but we're healing that. And maybe even we're doing some soul retrieval where we are finding parts of our soul and retrieving them and trying to heal that too, right? It says Lord of Loss and Pleasure. Sometimes during a healing, it can feel like a big depression. And so that would be like, that feeling like loss of pleasure, not able to feel pleasure. That's kind of like major sadness of everything. It's not even, I mean, it's just dealing with everything with that Apocalypse card. Oh, can you see? I hope you can see. I think you can see. Yeah. So the Three of Wands in the reverse. Lord of Established Strength. It's like surprise. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Surprise, something's not working. We'll find out what. Choosing the right path. Temperance. a situation where groups of people possibly are supposed to get, yeah, it says daughter of the reconcilers on the card. So this might be surprise solution, possibly. Excuse me, copy. Surprise, like a surprise solution with temperance energy. Surprise, maybe a changing in what wasn't working and what is working. And temperance might be like getting the balance right. Possibly talking about getting the balance right, like within our body too. You know, the food we eat, the exercise we do. Queen of Swords is in the reverse. Queen of Swords is in the reverse. Why? Because we've become very detached. Now, we haven't completely detached, but we have managed to take ourselves from this disappointment feeling, regret, and what wasn't working, and detach ourselves. So become very, you know, very just sad. So the Lovers in reverse is no more bad decisions. And I think that's about exposing some of the dark shadow aspects and having to work on those. And then deciding no more bad decisions. Seven of Swords here, ending it. That to me would be lying, cheating, or stealing. And it does have to do with... It has to do with deception of some kind, of feeling like we had to sneak, or maybe it was letting somebody down because it's something that just did not work out. And I am going to clarify because I'm not going to just leave it like that for you all. But you know what? Let me get my, there's a certain deck I want for that. Yeah, this one. Okay. That one. Okay, so tell me about the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. What's not working? the holding on to guilt, sadness, regret. Child of Swords energy here. Sadness, disappointment, or letting somebody down. So it's possibly releasing that. That would be probably wise after we get maybe some new information. What's surprising us? What's here to surprise us? The Eight of Wands. Oh my goodness, you've got two cards now for good, surprising news. So good news. And you have 8-8. You have 8-8. So really quick, good communication, but there's some sadness in it. But like I said, hang in there, Leos, because I have the light really dispersing a lot of this darkness. Oh, sorry about that shakiness there. Tell us about what we've detached from with this Queen of Swords. It's usually your own heart. Right as I say that, it's usually your own heart. Something that didn't work in the past, a situation where people weren't being able to get along together, is going to be resolved. There will be resolve. Things will happen that you didn't ever think were possible. Change that's going to come is something really good. Trying something again, And look, this can be anything. It can be something brand new, just something you've done before with maybe somebody else. Tell me about no more bad decisions. I love, that's exactly what I get with the Lovers in reverse. No more bad decisions. 9 of Cups. Beautiful. It's a wish granted. So it's kind of like, it feels like an earned wish granted after going through some of these things. And then Yeah, being like, all right, no more. I know if I get to a crossroads here, I could have this choice to be sneaky and then lie, cheat, or steal, right? But I don't think I want to go that path. I want to surrender to something different that's going to provide healing, and it's going to have this world energy to end it. Beautiful. A brand new chapter. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. Really, really, really good energy. A completion, a new chapter of your life to look forward to, and really good new times. Good new times to have too. Let's pull from the fairy dust. Fairy wings. You're getting your fairy wings, Leo. Oh. Peace. I have peace. Friends and family and those who care, peace is yours today to share. Oh, it's a wishing well. To make some wish magic, cast this spell, throw pennies into the wishing well. Aura cleanse. When you feel heavy or run out of luck, go at the beach and you'll feel unstuck. Go to the beach and you'll feel unstuck. Family, wherever you go, whatever you do, your family is here for you. That's nice. Music. Fairies dance in the green hollow where the music plays. Joy will follow. And celebrate. The time is right to shout out loud. Don't hesitate to jump around. Celebrate. And that's what I've got for your messages. Beautiful messages here, Leo. Good news coming in. Sending you love and light. Bye-bye.